Have you ever looked around at people your own exact age and just felt a quiet, invisible distance? Like you were born with a mind decades older than the calendar says you are. People have likely been quick to hand you labels for this. They call you too serious. They say you overthink everything, or you just can't have fun. Navigating a world that constantly rewards fleeting trends, loud crowds, and superficial belonging is physically exhausting. It creates a vacuum where basic small talk feels like it drains your energy. Clinical psychology offers a different lens for this experience. Researchers analyze this disconnect as a byproduct of struggles to find an intersection with the fast, shallow baseline of the general public. You are communicating on a wavelength most people haven't reached yet. To understand why a mind adopts this advanced frequency long before biological adulthood, we have to look at how a child's environment shapes their nervous system. One significant pathway is parentification. This occurs when a child is required to manage complex, adult emotional situations before they are developmentally ready. Look at this graph plotting psychological development over time. The bottom curve is standard, gradual growth, but the second curve shows the parentified timeline violently spiking upward. The human nervous system adapts to early pressure by accelerating its emotional timeline, prioritizing immediate problem solving. To survive, it exchanges early milestones of safety and softness for responsibility and strength. The sense of being an old soul often represents the long-term adaptation of a nervous system that was forced to prioritize survival over its own developmental timeline. Today, that history of adaptation dictates how your brain processes daily life. While most people experience the world through automatic, reactive loops, your mind moves slowly, deliberately analyzing everything. This is System 2 dominance. Your brain is engineered to pause, decode, and unravel every piece of environmental data it takes in. Running that kind of intense, continuous analytical software requires immense energy. To function without overheating, your brain requires long stretches of absolute cognitive quiet. This graphic illustrates why crowded rooms and constant drama cause such rapid physical exhaustion. Your brain fills up with chaotic external data points until it reaches a high-contrast overflow state. Maintaining a System 2 dominant brain requires strict periods of isolation to prevent this sensory overload. This analytical operating system changes how you interact with others, specifically through a unique ability to instantly decode social dynamics. High interpersonal sensitivity is a sharp intuition that automatically spots microbehaviors, subtle tone shifts, and the deliberately unspoken words. This sensitivity acts as an X-ray for manipulation and fake behavior. Because you process details so deeply, you notice their social mask long before anyone else. And once you see it, it is impossible for you to unsee it. Seeing through those masks leads to a trait called self-transcendence. While others chase the lower tiers of comfort or status, your needs bypass the surface level entirely, seeking out the glowing peak of truth and complex purpose. Society often perceives this as being distant, but internally it is the manifestation of a brain that prioritizes complex truth over cheap applause. Applying these clinical definitions to your daily life changes the context of your social interactions. Remaining an outsider in many social circles reflects a biological commitment to authenticity over the performance of fitting in. You would much rather be completely alone than pretend to be someone you aren't. To an outsider, that choice might look lonely, but internally, it produces an emotional world that is incredibly rich and vivid. Rejecting certain societal norms is not the same as missing out on life. Feeling like an old soul means you possess a mind wired for a level of depth and awareness that most people struggle to handle. If you want to keep decoding the hidden power of your own mind, hit the subscribe button. Stay observant and remember that the quietest minds hold the deepest wisdom.